guys, this is Shrish and this is my experiment 1. Here I have to create a database for furniture company. I have to include these following schemas, which are customers, order line, product, suppliers. Yeah, that's all. So I have to include these attributes, customer ID, and rest of these which are mentioned in the question. So I have created a table over here. The syntax for creating is create table name, which is customer right here, and attributes, that is customer ID, and the data type of the attribute, which is number. And similarly I have declared it primary key over here because it's given right in the question. And balance all attributes, I have just declared it and given appropriate data type. So I have created all these tables. I use DEC customer to describe each and every table. Actually DEC customer works only for customer table, but I have used DEC for each and every table so that to show that the table has actually been created. So if you see right here, this is for order, this is for order line, this is for product, this for supplier, and each table shows the attributes and the data type of these attributes. So let's get on to the question. The first question over here is create table customer with primary key constraint, which we have already done while creating. Second question is create all other table, which we have already done before. So the third question is add foreign key reference to customer ID attribute. If you see right here, customer ID is a primary key of customer, so for it to be a foreign key we have to alter it. So here it's alter table order 1, which is order because you can't use order as a key because it's a keyword. So alter table order 1, add foreign key customer ID. Here customer ID is a primary key of customer, that's why we are given it in reference. So by doing so, this primary key will be taken as a foreign key for this table order. So the next question is modify the attribute product function in the product table to product material. If you see right here, there is an attribute called product. It's actually product finish. Okay, so there's actually an attribute called product finish. We have to alter this name to product material. So here is how you do it. It's alter, which is a keyword, alter table product, rename column product finish. So it chooses from the table product and the attribute product finish, and it renames it to product material. I have described the product table over here. If you see right here, it's mentioned as product material instead of product finish, so it is successfully renamed. So let's see, get on to the next question. Add an attribute called price in order line table. So there's a table called order line and it doesn't have an attribute called price, and as mentioned in the question right here, it's added later on. So let's see how it is done. You see right here, I use alter command again. So alter table order line, which is the table name, add price of which type. So price is the attribute over here and the type is mentioned within it. So when I describe the table order line, the price attribute is also included. So the next question right here is add check constraint to order quantity column and check the quantity is above 5. So the syntax is alter table order line, which is a table name, add check. Here I'm adding check constraint to this particular attribute where the condition is order quantity is greater than 5. So let's get on to the next question. Rename order line to order quantity. So we have to rename the table order line to order quantity. The syntax is rename order line to order quantity. This is the previous table's name, this is the new table's name. So when I describe the order quantity, you get all the attributes which were previously mentioned in order line. So the next question is add supplier address column to supplier table. So similar to price which was asked previously, here we had to add a supplier address column to supplier table. So the syntax is alter table supplier add supplier address varchar 2, where this is the data type of this particular attribute which is getting added to the table supplier. Next question given here is describe all tables, which I have already done before. So let's jump to the next question. Modify the data type. No, it's actually add primary key constraint to all the tables. I have actually given few primary keys that have been asked for previously. The ones that I left out were for order quantity, which was order ID. I had declared it as primary key, and similarly I added product ID as primary key in product table and SID in supplier table as a primary key. So I had I'm describing product table and supplier table with the changes I have made. So let's jump on to the next question. The next question is modify the data type of rating to decimal. So here's a syntax: alter table supplier modifier, which is a keyword, rating decimal 10 2. So this is what is done. The changes have been reflected right here. See, rating number 10 2. Right? So the next question is add not null constraint to customer name and address. So the syntax is alter table customer modify customer name with the of data type character of 10, and constraint is the C1 is not null. So character name and address, character name over here is given not null. Similarly for customer address, sorry, that's customer name is declared not null. Similarly for customer address, we have declared it not null using this particular syntax. Now while describing the customer table, if you see right here, the name and the address is given under not null. The next question that was asked here is add unique key constraint to order ID in order table enable. So the syntax is order table order 1 modify order ID number constraint C3 unique. So order ID is given the unique key constraint. The next question which is asked here is to remove the unique key constraint that was added. The syntax is alter table order 1 drop constraint C3, as we gave the constraint C3 over here before. So we are going to drop that again. Next question is drop column supplier address in supplier table. So the syntax is alter table supplier, that is the table name, drop column supplier address, which is the attribute. So now when I describe supplier, you won't have a column called supplier address. The next question is drop table order. So the syntax drop table name, that is order. So the table has been. Last question given here is truncate the tables. So I'm gonna take one table that is product, so I'm gonna truncate it. The syntax is truncate table name, which is product. So you get a message table truncator. So that's all. So thank you for watching.